Hi, Christopher Phillips here from Fully Catholic Radio. Yes, it has been a while since I have done a video, and I do apologize for that. I've been caught up in quite a number of things, but I am hoping and praying for the grace to be able to do a lot more videos as we go along, and especially as we enter the Easter season, to be able to do a whole lot more that will help others to find their way to Christ. This is Monday of Holy Week, and it is the single most important and holiest of weeks of the Church's liturgical calendar. On Thursday, for instance, we have the initiation of the Holy Eucharist by Jesus himself. And maybe as the week goes by, we will talk a little bit more about that. Friday, we have Jesus, the Son of God, Jesus, the Messiah, Jesus, the Prince of Peace, Jesus, the Great I Am, Jesus, the second person of the Blessed Trinity, laying down his life. And then on Easter Sunday, we have the glorious resurrection of Jesus. Now, this week is celebrated every year within the Church's liturgical calendar, so that we, if for nothing else, that we remember what God has done for us. We do it pretty much the very same reason that we celebrate our birthdays, for the very same reason that we celebrate our anniversaries. When we celebrate our birthday, it doesn't mean that we were born on that day every single year, but it means that we are grateful and that we are celebrating our birth. The same way we celebrate this week doesn't mean that Jesus is going to be crucified again, even though sometimes looking at how our world is, it seems as if we're trying to crucify him all over again. But it simply means that the Church is remembering this particular time and these particular events that has changed all of human history. So in this video, I just simply want to encourage you, please, to make the most of it. Make the most of this week. This week, I would really recommend you spend this week in prayer. This week is not, I think in many countries, like here in Trinidad, we have a long weekend. Friday is a holiday and the following Monday is a holiday. This week is not one to go to the beach. Trust me on this one. This week is not one to go on a cinema lime. This week is not one to go on a river lime. This week is not one to go liming at all, except if you're liming with Jesus. This week is one to spend a lot of time reading the Word of God, especially reading the Passion of Christ. This week is one to, if you have the guts to look at it, this week is one to look at the Passion of Christ, that movie that Mel Gibson did, and to really ponder on what Jesus, the Son of God, the Messiah, the Great I Am, did for us. This week is one to spend before the Blessed Sacrament, asking God's mercy for all the times when you failed to appreciate, when you failed to understand, when you zoned out Jesus, as it were. This week is one to spend in solemn prayer. This week is one to spend constantly reflecting on the love, the immeasurable love of God. So as we journey through this week, we will spend a little time, hopefully very soon, talking about Holy Thursday and what it means, and Good Friday, and then Easter. And it is my prayer that you would sincerely spend time learning your faith, that you would spend time understanding, appreciating, and thanking God for His immeasurable love for us. God bless you and have a happy, holy week.